Okay, Paul speaks again. Remember I said in the last video, my introductory video, I was going to be doing series, and this is the first one apart from that. Today, I'm going to be talking about something very different, which I titled or which I call Living the Real Life. When I look at social media, friends around and people around me, I discover and I've seen, even my friends, that people live life they did not plan for. People live life that they don't want to live, but because they don't have a choice. I recently spoke with a friend of mine, and she was like, I really don't know what to do. I'm just doing what life gives me to do. Why? Because she does not have an option. She thinks that what you are supposed to do is what life gives you to do, and that's not the real life. I also met few friends lately, and something just came up and we were talking, and I told three of them, and I was like, what are you guys really, what are you up to? Why are you studying this course you are studying? Why are you doing this you are doing? They said this because they don't have a choice. Their parents want them to do this, their parents want them to do that. But if at all, I asked a question, I said, if at all you people have been asked, what really do you want to do? What will you do? And they said they really don't know. They really don't know. They are just doing what their parents ask them to come to school to do. And they behave, and people I see on social media, and so they just behave like as if life, the only choice they have is what life gives them to do. Most people say we have two chances in life, we have two options in life. Either you do the right thing or you do the wrong thing. I see most people and I say, why behave like this? They feel and tell me, that's what is in vogue. Let us follow the trend. Why will you follow the trend? And their next reply is, because there's nowhere else, there's no focus, there's no standard for us to follow. But the truth of the matter is, Christ, God himself has given us the standard to follow. We don't have to be like someone else. You don't have to follow someone else's pattern. You don't have to follow or be like somebody. Why can't you make up something, stick to it, and let other people follow your own kind of pattern? The real life is your purpose, is who you really want to become. Is the person that God has ordained you to become, not what you are presently doing, not what life gave you to do. Someone once told me something. He said, if you don't change or you don't fight for change, then life itself will change you. You have to stand for something. If you don't have something you are doing, you can't be stagnant. You can't be stagnant in life. It's either you are moving forward or you are going backwards. So if you don't have something to do, or you don't have who you really want to become, you don't have a purpose in life, life will surely give you something to do. And most times what we do or what life gives us to do is not what we really want to do. Most people are not happy with their jobs. They are not happy with what they are doing presently. But because they feel they don't have an option, they continue. Because they feel they must make end means, they must survive, they must cater for their children, their family. So they just keep doing what they don't want to do. They keep living the fake life. But the truth is there a real life everybody can live? Is there something in us that we have to portray and stick to? If I want, I would say yes. There's this thing that God has put in each and every one of us that will make us different, unique in our ways. There's this life we are born to come and live. And that's what people call purpose. But some people don't understand what it is. You ask them, they tell you, I don't know what to do. I don't know. Most people, the choice of course they study in university is because they've seen other people do it. But truly, I define purpose as something that affects life positively, and you can give in exchange for money. Now, if we bring God into my definition, God himself is love, like we all know. And if you affect life positively, then you must show love. Then God is involved in your purpose. God is the author of every purpose in life. Is it that, like I said earlier, is it that you do the right thing or you do the wrong thing? Now, if it's the right thing, then it's from God. If it's the wrong, you can't say it's black. It's either black or white. So if you are doing something wrong, then it's totally wrong. If you are doing something right, then it's totally right. Then it's from God or from the devil, as it may be. And what is like a divine purpose is either you are doing something you really want to do, something that you know it's inside you, not something you went to learn. You can have a purpose and you can go and, how will I put it, you can work on it or go to learn more about it in school. But most people feel that life, when you come to life, you just do what is in vogue, like I said earlier. But the truth is, if you do or follow other people's steps, you end up promoting their life and leaving your own assignments undone. Each of us have life assignments you are supposed to fulfill. When you come to life, I think before even entering university, you are supposed to know what you really want to become. Some people are not meant to go to university at all. Living the real life is living what God has ordained you to be, or what God has told you, your life assignment. This is it. Come to life, be a speaker. This is it. Come to be a medical doctor and affect life. Like I said earlier, my own definition of purpose is doing something that will affect life positively, that can also come in exchange for money. Something you are doing and someone will always appreciate and say, okay, I can pay you for this. Remember, it must affect life positively, and it must come from God. It must be something inbuilt. Someone once told me something, said an ability or your purpose must come from within. Then maybe if you need to go to school, then you need to go to school to build it, not to go and learn from the scratch. Your purpose is not something you don't know about. It's something you have an idea about, something you have a direct thinking about. Then you maybe go to school if it's in line with what you want to do, to learn more, to build it up. But if it's not in line, you just keep with it and you continue doing it. Like I said, living the real life is you doing what you want to do. It took me a while to discover what I wanted to become in life. I disturbed myself, a lot of thinking, a lot of crying most times in the night, until one day I discovered what I wanted to become, a public speaker. I was very speaker precisely. But when I discovered, I suddenly found joy in it. If I do it, I'm not stressed. I can talk for hours. Some people tell me that's your gift, and I believe that I talk and talk a lot. Most people have misplaced priorities in life, but I would say it's never too late. You can always live the real life. How do you do that? You just have to sit down, look within you, search for the abilities you have. Remember I said it has to affect life positively, and it should come in. Now look inward, search for something you find joy, you find pleasure in doing, you have love for, that affects life positively and can come in exchange for money, and stick to it. No matter how difficult it may look, no matter how stressful it may look, even when challenges come, something you find interesting, even when challenges come, you still want to continue with it. Once you continue, once you discover it, and you start living it, then you start living your real life. And I tell you, it won't take you long. You'll be successful and be very great in it. Remember, you have to live the real life and not live another man's life. Thank you for listening and thank you for watching. But before I go, don't forget to click the subscribe button below and expect more from me.